Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to special episode or feature from Nature Professional Walkthroughs regarding World of Warships. So, currently we have ongoing the World of Warships summer sale. This thing allows you to acquire chests which will equip you or give you a permanent camouflage for many ships. Now, I have to warn you because I'm quite sure that Wargaming is gonna spike this somehow, and we're gonna go over the information of this game or this specific feature where you are again going for loot crates in order to try and get something of a value, which I think is horrible practice, but it seems like everyone is doing it these days. So, how does it begin, or how can you do this without spending your money? So the first way to initiate the event is to actually go in your combat missions, and in the common section you're gonna find out that if you complete 4 specific missions, yours might vary but they might be the same. So you have to deal specific amount of damage, get certain number of main battery hits, earn certain amount of experience, or just deal tremendous amount of damage. On top of that, you get your summer camo, and of course you are gonna get these summer tokens. Once you get these summer tokens, what happens is that you need to go in the armory and enter the summer sale. Now, what you're gonna be able to see here is that with the first tokens which you were able to get by fulfilling the combat missions, you are able to effectively purchase the first distant voyages loot crate. And here is where I need to inform you about the information which you should look into. So if you take a look at the distant voyages and you click on the loot crate, you see that there is a possibility to get a permanent camo and also a possibility for you to get set of signals or camo. Now, based on how the loot crates tend to work in Wargaming, it's more likely you are gonna come across these special signals instead of the permanent camouflage. I do not know if you recall this, but a couple of weeks or months ago, there was a possibility for players to bet on a permanent camouflage for Worcester, where you would get one of the camo, which is even featured here. As you see, it can go from tier 10 all the way in the full list to tier 2. So here's the kicker. You are not guaranteed that whatever it is that you're looking for, you might get. So if you want a permanent camo for this ship or other ship, I cannot tell you that this is the right way to do it. And also, you have to consider if it's better for you to try and bet 7,500 doubloons in order to get your hands on the permanent camouflage, or bet on the permanent camouflage, or if you're gonna be willing to take a chance and get your hands on one of the permanent camouflage featured here. So it is up to you. What you need to keep in mind is that one of the loot crates will cost you 750 doubloons, so it's not the cheapest thing to do. Of course, there are other options for you to try and do this. So if you do not want to go with like one of these loot crates, the other option for you to do this is to go and enter the premium store. So if you go into the premium store, you will see multiple options. You have possibility to purchase doubloons and summer tokens. And honestly, this is just horrible. 162 euros. That's a lot of money. That's like my rent plus electricity paid off for a month. So yeah, it depends from you how much you want the permanent camouflage, and because this is a loot crate, the chances are you're gonna get permanent camouflage for some crappy ship and not the ship which you tend to play with. So I'm not really sure if this is the specific way which you should try and go with. There are some discounts on other chests as well, but honestly, I don't know how I feel about this. It feels really weird, and considering the fact that if you decide to go for the lower bundles, so for example you acquire doubloons and you acquire summer tokens, let's say you go with the doubloons and also the summer tokens, right? Like we would get this bundle. The thing is that you would have to then divide the 5,000 by 750 in order to get your hands just on one of these loot crates. And yeah, that's not gonna be really great. So are you able to purchase a premium ship with 5,000 doubloons? Well, chances are probably no. It depends. If you go through the premium store, you see the actual prices. If you go through the armory and you try to look up the prices for the ships with the doubloons, so let's say we go to the ships, we go to the doubloons, you see that for 5,000, I'm so far unable to acquire just about anything right now. Everything costs over 10,000, and if we go really lower, we would have to go to like tier 7 or 5 in order for us to start potentially getting some of these ships, and I'm quite sure nobody wants to get some of these lower ranked ships. Everyone is trying to get their hands on Misery or Smolensk or Enterprise or some of these amazing ships. But yeah, 5,000 is not gonna cut it. So if you divide 5,000 by 750, you're gonna get 6 of the loot crates and you're gonna have some left over. So I'm not really sure if this is really the best thing to try and participate in. I'm gonna try to get at least this first loot crate and see what I can get, because as I say, you are not only guaranteed to obtain the permanent camouflage, you have to go into the full list, because you will get either a permanent camo for one of the many ships, and you can get even a nation which you don't even intend on playing with. So that's the big negative. And then you go to the full list, and below that you see or one of the following items: summer camo, World of Warships anniversary camo, cartographic camo, and then you have Leviathan, Dragon, Ouroboros, Wyvern, Red Dragon, Hydra, Basilisk, Scylla. I can guarantee right now majority of the things which you are gonna get is gonna be this. And then if you get one of the permanent camouflages, it's gonna be most likely something atrocious. So if I try to purchase one of these suckers, and the next one would be a large container, which can contain anything from more coal to doubloons to premium time to free XP, most likely what you're gonna get is either 100 pieces of basic signal or coal, and then the higher chances are you're gonna get 50 pieces of the same camo, but it's less likely you're gonna actually get doubloons. They are extremely limited here, so don't count on these, especially right now when Wargaming has implemented the same system as Gaijin. So if you play War Thunder, for example, each day when you log in, you receive a small reward. The same thing is currently going on with Wargaming and World of Warships. So if you get your hands on the game, you can get rewards. You can get a crate, you can get some coal, you can get some free XP, you can get some in-game currency. It will heavily depend on your personal experience and how many things you have as of yet unlocked. I don't know if we're gonna get more combat missions or if we're gonna be stuck here, but as you can see, you can get one of these for 450. You can get 2 of these for 1050, which would be cheaper than actually getting it for over here, which you would be able to acquire with the summer tokens. But as I said, 750 is extremely expensive in order for you to consider this and to get your hands on that dream permanent camouflage. Chances are, if there's gonna be an event going, or if there's gonna be a possibility for you to go into a store, if they would actually implement customization over here, and it would include something more than what is already featured, you would have bigger chance of getting your hands on what you will need. The German Destroyer Premium container or the Battle of Jutland container was one of the last videos which I did where I showed you what you might get. The biggest benefit of these things is that you can get like tier 5 battleships which are horrible, and the best benefit of these is actually the fact that you might get the camouflage, which gives you a stupid quantity of free experience. So that was like the only reason why I went for it. Will I most likely purchase some of these additional containers? Most likely no. Am I gonna show you what I'm gonna get out of that one container? Of course. Let's go take a look. So let's take a look at what incredible disaster am I gonna get. You see? So I had to play the game for like 2 days in order to get all these things done because I had other things to do, of course. And this is the reward for the effort. If I would go ahead and spend some of this money, chances are I'm gonna most likely end up with the same camo, and this is not even the best camouflage which you can get. Sure, the XP per battle, commander boost, and free XP is nice, but you can get your hands on much better camouflage during the winter sale. So if you go crazy with those loot crates, it's probably gonna be much more better because you can get also premium ships. You might not be able to acquire permanent camouflage, but you are gonna get your hands on so much camouflage and so many signals, it's gonna carry you through a long period of time. When I did the videos on what you are gonna get on the winter signals, where I claim that they are not rigged, they are simply set up so that they benefit wargaming the most because they are a company and they need to keep making money. The reward which you are gonna most likely come across is summer camo and the signals. So if you are gonna get a permanent camouflage, chances are it's gonna be something which you will never utilize. Like if you want to get a permanent camouflage for some of these specific ships, chances are, if there's gonna be an event, try to participate for the event for the specific ships or the specific nation, and the chances of you coming across total BS are heavily reduced. I'm gonna try to get a couple of these crates to see what would happen so that I have more content for you for the video, but I'm not expecting a lot, and most likely this is gonna be a total BS or ripoff, and so we can call every event like this from wargaming rigged because we can understand that the monetary value for the company when it comes to these crates is of course to give you some sort of value, but you are not gonna get the value which you are looking for or which you think you are gonna get for your money. So let's try to get some loot crates and let's see what kind of a reward would I get out of them. So I'm gonna get for the summer tokens which I acquired for the bundle worth almost 17 euros. The super container, most likely I'm not gonna get the reward which I'm looking for. But in order for me to acquire the loot crates, I would have to have 3,750 doubloons. So if we go over here, we can then purchase this for the 1,000 summer tokens. But of course, I would need to have those tokens, so I need to spend the doubloons in order to acquire these. So if we go with 5, we can actually go with 6 just for the hell of it. And most likely the reward is not gonna be what I'm expecting. So the first container, we have 14 dragons. Second container is permanent camouflage for a ship, which I have no idea which nation this is or what tier this is. It's not letting me know, so I'm not really happy. Now we have the Leviathan. Another Leviathan. It looks like we have camouflage, which can be used for a specific ship. So that's second permanent camouflage. And then we have the World of Warships anniversary. So 2 permanent camouflages. A majority of the loot crates were, however, camo or signals. As I mentioned, if possible, skip this one. Save your money possibly for the winter event where you might get your hands on those rare ships. You will, however, have to monitor the news to see if ships like Misery and other ships which have been removed from the premium store for quite a long time, if they are going to be in the rotation, because last year they were not. And with the loot crates which I have acquired, I did not need permanent camouflage because I got my hands on so much camouflage. I was using it until May, and I still have some left over, but I don't like to use the camouflage because it has really horrible bonuses. So there's that. So that's gonna be it. Skip the summer sale, save up your money for winter, or hell, be bad all year, save up your coal for some awesome ships in the armory. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you did like it. If you had any similar experience with the loot crates, let me know. That's what the comment section is. You can of course check out the previous episode where I covered what you get out of the Jutland containers or the German destroyer containers, or any of the other fun content which I have published right now or at any time for World of Warships. Link is in the description to the channel. Go check it out. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you in the comments or at the next one. Stay safe out there in the meantime, enjoy the game, and that's gonna be it. Thank you and bye-bye. Let's see what's in that super container of theirs. Okay, I'll take that. Working on the bureau, so the 50,000 free XP is gonna help out.